Hi everybody. I am standing in for Alicia today and I'll explain who I am in a couple of slides, but I am from Staples VR, which you might have seen us running around our little shirts today quite a bit. So we are a multidisciplinary creative technology company with work spanning across multiple sectors. So we really are quite multi-skilled, we work in heaps of different industries. We work in entertainment, we work in business solutions, defence force, research and development, all that sort of stuff. We are quite widely spread, but we're in the AR, VR, mixed reality sort of technology area. And we create experiences with impact, experiences that will solve problems, experiences that will somehow come up with a great solution, something for you to take home, something for you guys to remember. And in terms of development and the sort of team we have and our expertise, we start with sort of insight, innovation, and trying to inspire companies, trying to do design and strategy, along with the software development, deployment, monitoring that deployment, service help, and also being able to supply the equipment as well, and having the the 360 cameras and all the sort of new tech that's coming out, we try to keep in-house. So who am I? So I'm Krystal. I work at Staples VR. Official title Staples, official title Studio Manager. But as you can see from these things, I do a little bit more than that. So this picture here is me at a ESR, Environmental Science Research. That is blood, and I am studying blood pattern analysis for the forensics department to create a VR training simulator. Here is me doing speaking. If I can do the same pose, that's sort of, one of the things I do, talk to you guys, try and inspire people, try and do innovation sessions, upskill people, all that sort of stuff. That is me and Alicia going down to Christchurch to do some study in the forestry. We do testing and we learn from our clients. We get involved in their industry and try and use that to create better experiences. And I'm also a programmer, 3D artist, like make the stuff sort of deployment person. So a little bit of everything there. So we've only got about 15 minutes, so I'm going to be a little bit specific with the examples I'm talking about. But one of the big things we do is immersive training. And we also have to keep in mind what is the future of immersive training and how that's going along. And what we definitely try to do is not think about what technology we're going to use. So we're not trying to think about porting something to the next HoloLens that's coming out or technology specific. Also, we're trying to be solution specific and trying to think about how we can benefit the different industries we're working in and have them to keep wanting to do solutions like this. So when we talk about the future, I know that right now we're in the phase where it's very wow, like you play it and we have those, that one-off solution for that one problem, and we have lots of one-off solutions for those one problems. And that's what we work with. We have that impact, we have that pretty much all in the bag now. But what I feel like we need to work on and what the future is going to hold is how do we have the dream scenario of these things being used, and how are they used every day in every company. So a couple of examples of training, simulations and stuff that we've made. We've created a simulator for people to walk around aircrafts. So the B787 and A320 aircrafts, being able to walk around the equipment and experience all the different health and safety hazards without having to land the plane. And we've worked with the Navy, being able to work on equipment that people have to use in a life-threatening situation but never get to see for years before they're chucked on a boat and have to use it, so creating that in VR. So I'm pretty sure we can all agree that these AR VR solutions we make are for a really good reason. And moving forward with that, it's how do we have these things that have been made for really good reasons as part of someone's unit standards, as part of someone's process, as part of someone's company. So a dream scenario, someone's just come onto the group and they have this piece of equipment that they have to work on, and they're learning it. They have to sit in a presentation and someone's talking to them and they're absorbing the information, and then they know that, okay, so I've got a VR component I need to do. So I log into my learning management system, figure out where I need to go and do it. All those results are saved in there with everything else, with all the other things I do, and then at the end of it, I get to see my results. And not only do I get to see my results, but the trainers and the company and wider, they have this data. So it's about having these solutions, but also being able to access the data of how it went, what they did wrong, how we can change the training to make it better. So I feel like the future of AR, VR training, everything like that, is going to go towards interconnecting everyone, making sure that there's a process in place in each company for mixed reality solutions to be plotted in, no matter who makes it, no matter what it is, have it part of the system. So along with that, there are some solutions that we can make in AR, VR, mixed reality that not only is for training before you go into the really dangerous situations, but can be used while you're in the really dangerous situations. You'll see some example of this with the HoloLens, where you have the headset up and you have the information on the side. Not so much VR because you can't see anything, but our work in that space has the potential to completely change a company's ability to save lives. And that makes us be able to save lives as developers. So when we think about that, so I'll give you a situation, an example of a project I'm working on at the moment. For trying to make safer workspaces. So I've got a picture of the forestry here. This is why I put it up there. And so an example of what we would be trying to solve is in the forestry industry, everyone, you might be aware that it's very dangerous to be in proximity of specific areas and specific people, because you can end up either getting damaged by the equipment or by a tree or something like that. And it's this is one of the problems that comes up that I think as developers in creative tech we get given to have to solve. There's something that is going to put someone in harm's way. And I'm working with a research science facility down in Christchurch with how we can use little bits of technology to solve this problem. And originally they came to us as people who do AR and VR, but we've actually branched out a little bit. And now we're working with proximity beacons, we're working with haptics, we're working with other technology. And the future going into safer workspaces in mixed is to bring together different types of technology, not specifically for the sake of using it, but for trying to solve that specific problem. So being able to combine technology in the past and the future and put it together to be able to create a solution. So at the moment we're trying to have some sort of haptic feedback happen to try and change behaviours, because that's what mixed reality can do. It changes behaviours, it changes people's minds. So working with different types of technology kind of can increase that, and in the future I think we're seeing this happen a lot more, and continuing in the industry. So what does the future look like for us? To answer that question, I had a really big think about it, but from everything that we're working on, everything I see all of these really great developers in New Zealand doing in the world, is that to progress, as in the last talk was highlighted as well, it's interconnectivity of all of the different resources we have and integrating it into our everyday systems. So it's not about having a one-off thing for a one-off scenario that works as a really good demo. It's about every time we take on a challenge like this, we think about do we need to switch to a different technology? Do we need to make sure that it'll work on this platform? How do we ensure that this is going to benefit the solution right now and the solution for someone else coming into it, how it's going to impact the entire ecosystem, essentially. So yeah, that's my talk.
Thank you.